What's crackalacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome back to another episode based around sniping filters and what's going on the market at the moment. So Marquee Matchups were just released, and we obviously didn't invest this week because it just felt too hard to guess. And luckily we didn't, because the matches chose are just all huge matches from massive leagues. So the first one was Munich against Leipzig, and if we have a look on the market at the moment, for 2,700 coins, there isn't a single gold buy-in player up there. So this leaves us with a huge potential for sniping. I'm just going to leave it on this filter for a bit and just show you guys how easy it is to find players. Now, I've been doing this for about 5 minutes. I've won about 4 players myself, ranging from about 200 coins profit up to about, I think the biggest was about 700 coin profit. So nothing absolutely massive. But when you're sniping, you can't expect to have huge wins with almost every filter that you set. It's all about those smaller wins in a greater quantity. And as you can see, a load of players are showing up. We got an orange line around that guy, so we almost won him there. Oh, we missed that one by a mile, though. As you can see, though, the Bayern Munich ones are huge. There's so much potential just because of how much they're currently going for. And they're so frequently showing up as well that we can just keep sniping, keep sniping, keep sniping. And eventually we're going to win some. If we're winning some for a lot cheaper as well, then we're just going to be making an absolute fortune. If we change it onto Leipzig, then we've also got potential as well to snipe. If you have a look at the gold-rated ones, you're looking at, wow, as you can see there, about 3,500 to get one of these. Let's just lower it a little bit, down to about 3,200, 3,300. Okay, so they sell instantly on 3,300. So we want it on about 2,900, and we just want to snipe here. It's exactly the same principle as Bayern Munich. The only downside to this filter here is that you're going to get less players show up. And the reason for that is it's just quite simple. There's just less golds for this club. It doesn't mean that they're not... We messed up that snipe horribly, but we could have won it because the compare went off, which means if we'd hit the buy now, we would have won the player. You can see from this one, though, that there's not as many gold players in the team anyway, like I was saying. So you're not going to get quite as many search results here. I've gone awful with sniping. I'm not even going to try anymore. But I just wanted to show you guys that it does come up very frequently with these two teams. If we move on to the next ones, we're moving over to the Calcio A, and the Calcio is the other way. We have got on the Calcio A Roma against Juventus. So we'll start off with Juventus golds, and we can see here they're not quite as expensive as the ones that we looked at before from the Bundesliga, even down to 1,600, and there are a ton of Juventus players here. So we'd be coming all the way down to about, I'm guessing about 1,200. Still players for 1,200. See, the sniping potential here just isn't nearly as good. It's going to be the same with Roma, I'm guessing. 1,200, there's nothing. 1,600? Yes, there's a couple. And they're selling pretty much instantly at 1,600. So if you come on to Roma, it doesn't mean it's a lot of a worse filter, because you're going to be picking up players for a few hundred coins profit, just like on the other one. But it's not going to be as strong as the Bundesliga filters. And that's why I'm going through each one of these teams with you, just to show you like the difference between them all. The first guy we got there, we almost won it. Because it's not quite as strong a filter as profit-wise, less people are going to be using it, which means that the players, as you can see, are going to be a lot easier for us to win. Yes, the profit margins aren't huge, so we're going to make about 300 coins profit, which will be about 250 after tax. But because less people are using these filters, the players become so much easier for us to win, and that's why these are so beneficial to us. It's a completely different market to what the other ones here. If we move on to the third matchup, we move on to Ligue 1. And in the Ligue 1, we've got PSG against ASSE. If we have a look here, we've got tons of... Well, we've got 2 players. We could have really sniped one of those, actually. But I just kind of want to find out where they sit. Still more than 1,400. In 1,900, are we going to find a load of players here? Okay, cool. So I'm guessing it's about 1,800 that they sell for normally. Okay, it's 1,600. So we want to be sniping at about 1,400 here. And then just using the same logic. Picking them up at 1,400 very easily, as you saw. Listing them up for about 1,600. Yes, again, it's not massive profit per card, but less people will be using these filters because they aren't as profitable. And just look how easy these players are to win because less people are using them. We've won 2 of them and we've been on this filter for about 2 seconds. Now, this is where the big money's made. Small quantities, but lots more wins. That's a total of 400 coins before tax that we've just made. And look how many more players are just showing up constantly. And no one's bidding on these players. We can make huge profits on all of these cards at the moment. Let's send them to our club for now, just because we've got no space on the transfer list. But it just goes to show just how easy it is, especially on the smaller ones, because people assume there's not quite as much profit to be made. They don't go on for it too much. That's where we can come in. If we come on to PSG here, we could see that 2300 is the cheapest. So they're going to sell instantly at about 22 at the moment. So we want to come in for about 19. Then we just do exactly the same. I'm guessing PSG is going to be a fairly strong filter as well. We may have our filter set a tiny bit too high at 1900. Too low, sorry, at 1900. We may have to put them up to 2000 coins. There we go. We finally got one there. I was starting to think we're not going to get one. But as you can see, they do show up. And as you can see from my coin total, all the cards we have been collecting are selling. And they are selling fairly quickly as well. The PSG one, it's not looking like it's quite as fruitful with the hits as the other ones. But there's still potential there. As you can see, we've just got a player for 1,500, 2,000 coins. Just not the frequency that maybe we'd have liked with it. We'll move on to the last one here. And we come against Madrid against Seville. Now, if we come to Sevilla first, and we have a search at 1,900, as expected, there's going to be quite a few there. But not at overly cheap prices, actually. Down to 1,700. I'm guessing it's going to be not fairly extinct. Down to 1,500, 1,600. Okay, selling pretty much instantly at 1,600. We want to list ours for 15, which means we want to spend 1,300. So again, we're just going to see how effective this filter is. And then we'll also check out Real Madrid as well. So the first player we get, we don't win. It's fine. We would be making about 300-400 coins off him though, which again, it's as much as you get for playing one match. So these filters, they are stupidly effective at the moment. Even if you're watching this thinking, oh, it's only 200 coins a snipe or 100 coins a snipe, they add up so quickly. Like you wouldn't believe how quickly they would. And then occasionally you'll get a player like that. You'll occasionally get these small ones. And because not many people are on these filters, you will win these smaller players. That is the best thing about it. Going for the big teams is brilliant. If you do get a player for discard, you do make a couple of thousand coins. But we've just made 1,200, 1,300 coins off that guy just because no one else is on this filter at the moment. It's absolutely incredible. We can also check out Real Madrid here. And I'm guessing that, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Real Madrid are about 2,300. No, they're not even that. Maybe they come down to about 18, 1,700, and we're still getting a bunch of players. So we want to be listing ours for about 16, which means we want to be spending 13. And it doesn't take a genius to realize that a team like Real Madrid, sniping at these prices isn't going to be the most fruitful. But after saying that, you saw on our first snipe, we pick up one for 1,000 coins. That just goes to show you that this filter, oh my god. Okay, guys, this filter is going to be effective. It's not going to be that great for us right now because... let's send him to our club. I was about to say, because I don't think we've got any transfer list space left. Let's list him up there on the market for 1,600 coins. And that's it, guys. That's all the marquee matchups that we've just been through. You've seen how effective they all currently are and the potential there is with each and every different team that we've looked at. Some better than others. Some provide more profit. Some provide less. Pick your favorite one. Keep changing between them till you find one that gives the most profit. But this is just to show you that as soon as a new squad builder challenge is out, everything becomes a viable search filter. Don't narrow yourself and limit yourself to one and focus on it if it's not working. Just change it up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video there. So if you're still enjoying these smaller videos, make sure you drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new around here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.